out over here? What's popping? What's good with y'all? We going in. We got a little videos to talk about today. That's the wrong one. Here it is. You got to hit the drop down. And in our video today, we're talking about Dame Dash, his little scenario with Jay Z. I was just wondering a lot more to myself, is his legacy gonna last? Because in a lot of ways, it don't look like it is. The way a lot of stuff been coming down for his situation, the way people been looking at him and playing him off and doing stuff like that. So I was just gonna talk about it real quick because I respected Dame for what he did in the industry over the decades back in the day, and he put a lot in there. You know what I'm saying? He was a respectable brother, but he rubbed the wrong people the wrong way, which is the people he knew in his own personal circles and shit like that, the Jay Z's or whatnot, and they don't rock with him no more. And that's kind of like one of those kind of crazy scenarios. It's like, who do you trust? Who do you mess with? Jay is always going to be a legend. He's always going to be a millionaire. And Dame is from now on going to be a pariah. It don't look like he going to be able to redeem his credential as being one of the best producers in the game. And then he was more like an executive producer. He create the beats. So he had a legacy that he was holding on to. But I was just wondering what you guys thought about if he was going to stay a legend or if it's just going to be one of those things that kind of like slide away, and then over time he'll just be an older brother that we never hear from no more. You know what I'm saying? Because I appreciate what he did in the game, but don't nobody know what that's going to mean for Dame Dash. Dame Dash still a legend. I want to put a poll in there real quick so you can check that poll out and make a decision on what you think. The polls always go crazy. People make a lot of decisions on the polls. So yeah, as we discuss more about Dame, I'm gonna try to play a video about some of the stuff that's been going on in his world. And obviously, he's been living on a ranch in the recent days, and that's just what's been going on with him. So I'll let him talk a little bit about what he got going on with Jay Z, because you know people was asking the questions. So anytime you see Jay Z and Dame Dax, the people gonna ask the question because Dame is such a legend. The people always want to know. You know what I'm saying? So if you came into the chat, welcome to the show. This is two times too real. I'm the boy Yusef Two Times, and we basically talking Dame Dash this time. You can vote in the comment section right there about what you think about Dame Dash. He's still gonna be a legend, or is he wrapped up? Is it over with? So let's get to the content. Let's pop it over and see what Dame got to say.
No, no. It's yo, bro. If you go in my closet, we're gonna do the other thing. There's a crispy pair of Nike Airs in there. Like I always have some Nike Airs.
One second, y'all.
What are you talking about? But now I make my own sneakers. Right now I'm on the ranch, so I got these old school New Balance that most people don't understand. This is black with the blue rock socks. You know what I'm saying? You know, like people wouldn't understand my fit check because I make all my.
Therefore, regardless, what made you make that movie?
So I directed. That makes me excited because I directed that movie. So he's gonna try to make
Shit.
a film festival. I was trolling. I saw what was going on, and I made a movie about it while it was happening. That's how funny it was to me, and that's how much of a genius I was about it. I take what I feel and make it into something creative and tangible. It was therapy, but it was, it was life imitating art in the moment. I just found that to be a genius thing to do. And if you look at how many people and celebrities from New York were in it, it's quite an incredible movie, to be honest. That, again, no one will be like, damn, Dame. Like, to me, the question from my perspective is like, how were you a CEO running all those verticals and you actually directed a movie? How do you do that? But if I don't give myself props, I guess nobody else will. I call them affirmations. If no one recognizes my super strengths, if I depend on people telling me how good I am, I would really think I wasn't. Could you imagine if I listened to what the world or these headlines and I made that my opinion of myself? Be terrible. But trust me, it doesn't. It just makes it actually gives me a higher opinion of myself. Just people intrigued by me is a compliment.
And that right
So
there is
it is
another
what it
one
is.
of those Dame Dash points where he make one of the dope statements that's gonna last in the ethos forever because he's always believed in himself, regardless of what other people thought about him, regardless if he had friends, regardless if somebody like Jay-Z stayed buddies with him. He's always believed in himself. He's always been a legend for having that belief system and even telling people about how they can be bosses. Because a lot of times, more people don't believe it. You got to see somebody else do it. Even Kobe Bryant had to see LeBron James, him and LeBron. They had to see Michael Jordan in order to see who their greatness was inside them. So sometimes somebody like Dame, it take other people to see your greatness. Just like we saw Jay greatness. What up, Colt? What up, Matt? We saw their greatness. Jay-Z, Kevin Hart, whoever that was in cahoots with Dame, and we respected those guys and stayed fans. But now they don't like Dame. They're not cool with Dame, and it's like, okay. But I think that friendships can get convoluted. You be cool with somebody at one point, especially when you're young or younger, and then it don't seem like it's gonna last no more. But I look at Jay like he kind of got on with his life, and people have to respect that, even if it's not your choice, even if that's not what you would have did. Jay got on with his life. He got a family, 9 kids, baby mama, all that, and he not really standing around his bros no more, kicking it. But Dame doesn't lose the respect to me. But I think that financially they don't really respect Dame. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing good, Matt. It's all good though. I just believe. Thank y'all for voting too. Keep the votes coming in. We always get a lot of votes right now up in here about what's going on when I do the polls. The polls always be great for the voting, and I want you guys to vote and do as much voting as you can because we're really just talking about Dame Dash. What's going on with him? I do a show called Two Times Too Real. I'm your homie Yusef Two Times. I do rap, music, filmmaking, all kind of shit. This is my logo. This is one of my logos, and this is actually the name of my album. It's called Selfmadeology. You can hear it on the platforms. It's also in the comment section. But I'm gonna let Dame Dash finish up a little bit more of his statements and all like that, and then we'll get back to the comments about it. So let's get to it.
You already knew Rockefeller was coming to an end.
I knew that our relationship was pretty much a wrap. Yeah, I didn't know Rockefeller was gonna go down, but I know Jay and I how we had existed. Yeah, that wasn't gonna exist like that anymore. Like I was hearing that we had a beef. I was like, why? Once we stopped playing pause, once he told me that Kevin Lyles was his friend and he likes Lior, once he told us that he didn't want to be partners anymore, once him and Big stopped speaking, yeah, it'd be pretty stupid to think that we were going to remain and have the same existence moving forward. We just had different aspirations for life at that point.
And we all know that happens with friends. You know what I'm saying? You could be down with somebody and hanging with them for decades, years even, and then all of a sudden life change up, and that's what I was just saying a minute ago. Life be changing up, and it's like no matter who you are, it happens. You know what I'm saying? Somebody might fall in love. You went to the party with your homie, and you thinking we're gonna be kicking it all night. Next thing you know, he lined up with some chick, and it's like, damn, what happened, bro? Oh man, that's my. I thought I want to go see her. She up here again. Like you didn't even tell me about her. But I'm just saying things happen with friends, and I don't think that Jay. I don't think that. Shut up. I'm at the pause. Put that on there. I don't think that Dame was ready for that because what Jay did that was foul, and I'm going to speak on this very quick. What Jay did, what was wrong, what was foul, what Jay did is that he took over the business and closed it. So it's like if y'all friends and y'all got something going on that y'all in cahoots with, and then he has some kind of ownership or decision making power. But instead of him looking at a thing that's going to connect you and keep you eating, he closed the business down and leave you stranded out there with the wolves. Now I can see you not liking me. I can see you not want to hang with me. I can see you saying, whatever, we done. We're not really cool no more. But shutting the company down and then leaving me on the sideline like I'm supposed to go fend for myself or something like that, that was too snakish for me. And I don't understand why and how Jay did that. It's like it seemed more like this, like Dame Dash was lying about being the CEO of the company. Because how are you the CEO and somebody else could take the company and close it? That don't make sense. Unless you was hired to be the CEO and Jay-Z ultimately was the president and owner. And then that way, any decision making is going to ultimately come to him. So I don't know why Dame Dash would put himself in a situation like that and then call himself all his bosses because it's like you should you should have been sitting yourself up here in a situation where you was running your own thing. That way you don't have nobody that can tell you what you can't do or stop you at any point because of how they feel or what they going through or their feelings. It's like that ain't got nothing to do with me. If you leave, if you stop, then you go. But I'ma still rock this. I got the Keys Dame has they had like 10 other artists from Beanie Siegel to you name it. They had a bunch of dudes that were still down with the group. And then Jay was just like, I'm out. And then everybody had to fall out and fall for themselves. Everybody in Philly, everybody in New York, they all had to figure it out for themselves. And Jay didn't care. He was like, hey, I don't know what y'all want me to do. I got y'all some money. I got y'all some music. Y'all bought cars. Y'all did concerts. That's it. That's it. That's what I was bringing to the table. But then Dame could have picked the table, could have picked the baton up, kept things going. But Jay didn't see it like that. So again, why would Dame let somebody be the CEO of the company or the owner of the company and you ultimately don't make no decisions? That's something Dame got to deal with and answer because he gonna always forever be going down in history as somebody who was fired from his own company, which is crazy. Let me know in the comment section what you think. Definitely make a vote, and we're gonna pop back over and see what Dame got to say. Where's my audio? Where's my audio? There you go. And more
I
audio.
celebrate that shit. He got his own river. I don't know about them teeth, but he got his own river. Man, they pay $100K and you figure out them shit's breaking.
I just lost from my land. Hey, celebrate me on the river!
Ain't got no teeth, but I celebrate that shit. He got his own river. I don't know about them teeth, but he got his own river. Man, they pay $100K.
That's crazy.
Like, I'm happy for him. You know what I mean? As well as, you know, he's happy for me. It's just that it's part of life. It's part of growing up. Have you made decisions that you disagree with and vice versa? Absolutely.
Like
I mean,
what?
that's just part of being in the business.
Which business decisions did he make that you wasn't?
You see, and then we going back to violating that trust. I wouldn't do that, but like, I'm happy for him. You know what I mean? As well as, you know, he's happy for me. It's just that it's part of life. It's part of growing up.
Have you made decisions that you disagree with and vice versa?
Absolutely.
Like
I mean,
what?
that's just part of being in the business.
And that just show you
What's
right
the
there that Jay, that's a young video right there. Jay was way younger talking about Dame, but Jay just moved on with his life. Like you said, that's a part of growing up. Like, I'm not coming back to really hold your hand or be a part of your life like that. It was cool. I appreciate you being down, but game was game over. We moved on. We doing bigger, better things. And Jay don't ever have a problem about doing bigger, better things. That's one of his things he is known for. When it's time to do bigger, better things, he leaving whoever on the side on the side.
Some people,
And Dame just
to
got
me, if you don't have
he
a
got
dri-
he got chopped up in that. So let's see what he's saying right here. He always dropping some jewels. So let's see what Dame got to say right here. Hit the like button, share the message. Let's go.
dream or a purpose, you dead inside. And you getting up depressed because you have nothing to live for. Surround myself with people with dreams. Because all they're going to do if they don't have a dream is talk about shit that's going to distract me and things that have nothing to do with my dream. You feel me? When you dreaming, that's the most important thing is making and realizing your dream, because if you're dreaming big enough, it'll take care of your family, family, family. Then you can relax and listen to people that don't have shit to do with what you're doing, but they become entertainment. You know what I mean? Like, if you ain't got no dream, I don't want to be around you. And, you know, all's going to happen is, number one, you're going to be waiting for me to fail or just waiting for me to do anything because you ain't doing shit.
Facts.
And when you talk to me, either you're going to try to make what I'm doing sound like it can't work because you're too scared to do it, or you're going to distract me intentionally from doing it because you feel bad that you're not. Some people, to me, if you don't have a dream or a purpose, you dead inside. And you're getting up depressed because you have nothing to live for, which is
And all of that's the very key points that Dame put out right there. See, again, it's almost like the people would rather hate the messenger than get the message. So it's almost like, but that's true. And if you ever had dreams or built something or started something or even tried to do something, you're going to get opposition. Even with me trying to do music and start music, people who I was around, guys who I was around for a long time, switched up on me overnight after making one song. Switched up on me. We couldn't be around each other. They had turned into complete haters, and it's like, why? It's just a damn song. It's not like I'm finna be on the radio or shit like that. I'm just making a damn song. What's wrong with you? But they was jealous and pissed because they couldn't stop me from making the music. Then the music sounded good. So now all of a sudden, now I got an enemy from a boy, from a homie. And it's like, why? Why it changed like that? I'm not like that. I'm not gonna get jealous of you. I'm mad at you because you chase your dream or you find something in life that you consider to be something you want to interest in. But the hate come because they mad because they can't do it and they never will try to do it. And now if they see you doing it a little bit, they pissed off. And it's gonna be like that forever with people. That's how it go. But you can always win that battle about doubling down, tripling down, and 10 times and down. Keep them mad, keep them pissed off. And the more mad they are, the more they'll stay away from you. They'll never come around you because they'll always know that if they come around you, you grind it. If they come around you, you making. If you come around me, I always gonna see me doing what I do. So you're gonna be pissed off. So let's get back to Dame's little message real quick. See what else he got to say.
Resistance that I would never understand or would not even contemplate. You're gonna be driven by a dream, get up happy and fight for that. When things happen, as long as your dream is what you're fighting for, you happy. You know.
See, again, that's something that will go over people's heads again, because the messenger, maybe if you are a Jay-Z fan and you want Jay-Z to win above all, there's no way you're going to like Dame Dash because Jay-Z got the credibility. He's the artist. He was the person who everybody knew. So it's going to be less likely you're going to like a Dame because Dame is the person who had to come up from the caboose. He was the person who was coming up from the behind side. Pause. He was like not the out front person. However, he did the most work. He did the most grind as far as that was an even kill. Because Jay did the artistry, which is what people had to remember, and Dame did the business side, which is what the business people had to contend with in order for him to succeed. So I'm always going to be a fan of Dame, and I appreciate what he did for the game. However, is his legacy going to be gone or stationary? And that's what the question of today is. Is Dame Dash going to be a legend forever, or is it going to dwindle because of most people super admiration for Jay-Z? You know what I'm saying? Dame got what he got, but people love Jay. So it's like it might not work for Dame. You know what I'm saying? They might look at Dame like, man, I don't care what the hell you got going on because you're not Jay. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not a fan. I'm not bought into you musically. Like I don't listen to your songs. I don't play that cut when I want to hear this feeling that Jay can give me. Jay could give you a feeling because that's what he was doing with the music. And Dame was his behind the scenes paperwork man. But again, Dame had to, for some reason, he was able to be out front and make people like him and know him. You know what I'm saying? So that was, again, even if he never rocked with Jay again, to be able to get out front and have a name for yourself, that was right there, a legendary move right there. So I want to hit y'all up later on another video. I appreciate y'all rocking with me on the live right now. This is dope. You kicked it with me on the Dame show. I'm going to actually have a little link to the last one we had about Dame. And you can watch that video and continue to play, kick it on our channel. Had a little playlist somewhere close by that as well. And you can subscribe. All that probably could be crunched in this little video section right here. We'll see how it work out. I appreciate for y'all checking out the show and coming and rocking out with me. Make a vote. Do another vote if you can. We got a few votes came in, and the voting is always important because that's actually what the decision is on the stream. I make decisions, but then you make the ultimate decision. So right now, from the voting, it's 100% in Dame's favor that Dame is a legend. It's 100%. So it's nobody who went against Dame out of the polling, like it's 100% Dame. So that's dope. You know what I'm saying? All the votes that came in today. And then we just got Dame Dash at 100%. He is a legend. It ain't nothing been taken from him. But I wanted to know that. I wanted to question that thought. You know, Dame being such a dope artist and putting so much time in the game, and we all respected him. It seemed like so many people hate him and they don't like him. They got this bad regard towards him, and he been grinding and just doing shit. Even though he ain't even in the industry no more, he's still been doing some. Hold up, I'm gonna let y'all see his. He got a new album. It look like. So let's get to the album and see what he's talking about.
Back right here, real rock and roll. Artist now, Billy Papa III. Let's go. Freeway. Old school, real way. We taking that back. Back right here. Real rock and roll. Artist now. Billy Papa III. Let's go. Freeway.
And that crib crazy. You can see right there. You can't really tell right now, but if you see his crib, you got the sky and all that, where you can sit out with the plants and shit, like I think they call that like a home botanical garden or something like that. That his crib is. I don't know. It should be his crib. He in flip flops at the house, so it should look like this. That's his crib. But You know, I don't think he went broke, the broke that we look at as broke. I think he just probably didn't have enough money to kick it like Jay. You know, where Jay could probably get private planes or expensive meals every day. Jay Z, I mean, Dame Dash probably got to do that once a month. You know what I'm saying? Or he never no more. Like, I'm not even on that no more. We're using that money for other stuff. We're not finna go get 7 plates for $7,000. You know what I'm saying? So, but this is what happens when you rich. You know what I'm saying? So let's see what he got to say about his money, because they ain't gonna say what he got to say about his money right here. You guys make a vote, hit the like button, share the message. Let's get to it. We're going straight to the message. We ain't even stopping. Let's go.
Ask me how I got so broke.
Whoa. I can't play this one because they got some music playing. And that's a no-no on YouTube.
Shouting out gang.
That's another one too.
Always celebrate every victory in life. Today, we're celebrating going rafting on our own river. Our own river, right across from our land. Hey, celebrate me on the river! Always celebrate every victory.
And then the bro got them teeth that be going crazy, but that go crazy on anybody. If you get a certain age, your teeth is probably not gonna hold up like that. You know what I'm saying? And that's one of those things that people clown you for. You know what I'm saying? When you, especially with the internet here, and having that credibility or credential or celebrity from the '90s, and then people still know you. You aging, but people don't want you to age. They feel like you should stay young and vibrant and the way they remembered you. You know what I'm saying? But that ain't life. We know, everybody know we all gonna age, and that's a good thing if you age. It's just that sometimes you don't age perfectly. You know what I'm saying? It's rare to see some people do that. You know. So that being said, that's our show for today, man. I'll be back tomorrow or later today with a new show. Peace.